This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Yorelis Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Yorelis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
Shalom, shalom. I don't know. Everything just glitched just for a quick second, and everything shut down. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that, but shalom, shalom. My name is Mike, and it's rooted with Hebrew. I don't know what just happened. All I know is stuff was going on, and everything just got went blank. But moving forward. Shalom, shalom, Sister Cynthia, as well as Brother Robert, Sister Patia. I'd like to welcome you all. Looking at a lot of things that's going on, and it is clear. It is absolutely clear. The time that we are in, I would say for the next, what is this? This is, man, you know what? I was still stuck in March. Until this, I was doing some paperwork, and this manager said, "Oh no, that's for 12 and 2020 something." I was like, "The fourth month?" Man, I'm serious. I was still stuck in March, and this is April. But anyway, shalom, shalom, Brother Dave, as well as Brother Kenneth. Brothers. There's a lot of brothers have these channels and sisters. They're saying the same thing. Clean up whatever you need to clean up. This seems to be a cleansing moment that we need to be paying attention to. And I'm talking, teach zone. There's a lot of things that's going on. Prepping, cleaning. You have the world that's out there. They panicking. They trying to figure out what's going to happen. There's an embarrassment that a country is having right now. Because the powers that be is saying, no, you lost this. That's an embarrassment. But they can't tell that to their people. They can't make them. They cannot. What's the word? They don't want them to know, hey, there's an embarrassment we had. They used to be in that top dog. They don't have that no more. I'm doing pretty good, brother Robert. And how are you and your family doing? That's what's going on. But for us, this fear, brothers, it don't have nothing to do with us. This concern has nothing to do with us. When the Most High says, get out of Babylon, he means get out of Babylon. Period. Have nothing to do with her. And don't get me wrong, like I said plenty of times, we have gotten used to Babylon. Now, this is one time the Most High said, unhinge yourselves from her. That's what he's saying. Now, one thing the Most High knows, he knows his people. He knows his people. He said, you don't want to receive part of her plagues. He said, part come out of her. Now, with that being said, if you notice that a little fire is upon you and it's burning you at that exit time, you may have a little Babylon in you. You may want to, reevaluate what you're doing or saying or whatever. When the Most High says get out, he means get out. But the good thing about it, he didn't take your life. He just let you know. You got some residue. This is that cleansing moment. And I'm going to tell you something, brothers. I was into the music business back in the 90s. I told you, brothers and sisters, how I got out of it. And it was that cereal, the alphabet. No, I was not trying to get down that way. They can keep that type of nonsense. These brothers I was talking to, man, I'm gonna see. At that time, they had some very nice looking wives. And I'm not even talking about girlfriend. I'm talking about wives. But it was kind of silly to me because I'm saying, y'all dudes talk this street life, but you go up and down the alphabet cereal. It's like I don't want her to be with nobody else, so I'm gonna put her on my shelf. But they was living so shady and flaky. And I had that one song that I wrote, me and this other brother wrote. We went and found this singer, local brother. And the brother, he sung the song. He sung it so much the club was asking for him to come there and sing that song. But when I had the run-in with these so-called movers and shakers in the business, oh, no. You can keep that nonsense, bro. Ain't anybody trying to get down that way. But they feel that, hey, everybody wants to be famous. They want money. That's that Babylonian mindset. And you got a lot of people that go out there when desperation kicks in. Oh, they just sucked up and they're taking sin like it's syrup in a biscuit and a little butter, and they just sucking it up. Now the Most High saying, you need to give it up. That's what he's saying. This is that time. We're saying you got to cleanse yourself up. Let me tell you something, Sister Cynthia. On that music side, so I got back into it. Almost a year. I mean, everything is so digitized now. Back in the days, we used to have all these type of machines. You don't need that now. You don't need it. They got it. If you want an equalizer, download it. Back in the days, you can have an equalizer in your car. You can have a booster, amplifier, all of that in your car. It's digitized now. And now the people that's in the industry, they feel that they call it AI. It's taking money out of their pocket. What? This is what they're thinking. This is where a little heat. People get upset about these things. But anyway, I did one song. Or I did way more than one song, but I did one song recently. And I released that song on the 29th of March. That was the only song, brothers and sisters. Y'all may think I'm joking. That was the only song I had did. They got to 10,000 in a few hours Well, no. Hold on. Let me stop lying. In one day, it got to 10,000. Now, when a song get to 600, I get a message from TikTok, and TikTok would say, "Hey, your song is doing good. It's doing this here, and it's got like this percentage of people who watch." That's just 600 people, brothers. You all may think I'm joking. This song did 10,000 in one day. I did not get not one message for this song. And now, granted, the 29th is when I released the song. Now, the day is the what, 12? Yeah, the day is the 12th. That song is at 33,000, almost 34,000. Still has not received a message from TikTok, because the song is telling our people to wake up, clean themselves up, come out of Babylon, get rid of, don't be calling your sisters B's and H's. Everything that this system do, they want that to be done because they know that it's cursing us. I got so many remarks about the song. It is unbelievable. Turn the phone off. You go back in there. You got 100 messages, replies for that one song. It's telling our people to clean it up. Don't be cursing Yah's people in his name. That's what the world do not want to be out there. This is the reason why I said, brothers, this is that cleanup time. This is that cleanup time. The Most High is putting it out there. It appears to me, rather, excuse me. It appears to me this Exodus is right. I can't get around the corner. Around the corner, I can't do that no more. It's like we done passed that around the corner thing. We have passed that. It's like we are at that time. Hey, you got to start looking at things a whole lot different now. Now, if you talk about coming out of Babylon, for some, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. And especially if they got their hooks in Babylon. But the Most High is warning, come out of her. That's what he's doing. Brothers and sisters are speaking on these things. They're letting it be known. No, we got to start. We got to start shifting our mindset away from this. And this is something that you go have to want to do. You go have to want to do it. This is not going to be, no, it's going to be a free will decision. It has always been a free will decision. It has always been. And it still is right down to this very day. This is involving the Most High's holy name. This is what it's involved. It is absolutely involving. Now, there are some brothers that believe, and I spoke about this, that they think that this place is the promised land. Now, how that's going to blow over with the Most, I do not know. That's just me. I don't know how that is going to blow over. But don't get me wrong, brothers. We've been to so many different times, and then at the same time, you're still living out prophecies of Matthew 24. False messiahs, false prophets, and things happening all at this particular time. It's like you don't know what to believe. You got a brother over here saying this. You got a brother over here saying that. You got a sister saying this. You got a one saying this. They're talking about the times and things of that nature. It's like they take you from one point to another point, to another point, to another point, till you get mentally exhausted. Truthfully, that's a distraction of the devil. The devil has laid out so many distractions, brothers and sisters, that it's absolutely, he's doing all of this distraction just for you. That's what this distraction is about, just to deceive you. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he understands your power. Do you really think he went through all of this just to give it up at this time? He's fighting for it. He's fighting for it. Out of all of what he had done to Yah's people, he understands. If these people wake up and get oh, brother, I'm going to tell y'all some demonic things that some of our brothers and sisters are going through. You'd be like, well, no, that's impossible. But the devil knows exactly what he needs to do in order to keep people in fear. And when you have that fear, and they put that fear out there, oh yeah, that fear, that's what the devil feeds off of. Fear. You Yahudims who's waking up, you working his last nerve. You are the ones he's concentrating on. The ones that sleep in fear, no, he got them. Well, I ain't gonna say he got them, but he is deceiving them. That's one thing he is doing. But you Yahudims who woke up with an attitude, the devil don't like that. Woke up with an attitude, a holy, set-apart attitude, that is, that he's finding very difficult to contend with. Shalom, shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad you came in today, sis. That's what he's having a problem with. You brothers and sisters are bulking up at the devil. That's what he has. He is absolutely having a problem with it. Now, he got to get you mentally involved in this economic situation that this country got itself in because of greed. So in order for them to make, in their minds, they're saying that Bitcoin is the future or whatever. But the Most High said, come out of it. You gonna leave that rich anyway. Why in the world you gonna sit up there and get yourself hemmed up in a system where you leaving with riches or whatever the situation may be? You gonna be leaving with something. Because scripturally speaking now, this place is to be destroyed. This place is supposed to be uninhabitable, scripturally speaking. So why would you put your promises in a system, in a nation, that the Most High said he's going to judge and destroy? Why? But this is what he's asking us to do, to pay attention, to come out of her. Yeah, the system got it where they kind of make it challenging of coming out of her. Some of us may have medical issues and things of that nature, where we need this medicine for this and we need that medicine for that. But brothers, it's boiling down to trust. The Most High knows what you are dealing with. Now, because this is going to lead into Yahushua's 40 days, 40 nights in the wilderness. And it's also going to lead to our forefathers being in the wilderness for 40 years. That's what it's going to be lead to. Because you're going to notice that when it was dealing with Yahushua, he was all about that spirit. That's what he was about. That 40 days, 40 nights, that was a spiritual journey that he was on. That's what he was upon. This podcast saying this place is most holy place. Now, Brother Robert, hold on. I seen brothers say the same thing. And I don't like going back and forth arguing with a brother or sister over this, because they look at this. Some of them, they say, if you look up here and you see this place called Salem, and there's this place here called Cairo, Illinois, and things of that nature. And that's what they go off of, is names, you know. And so looking at the captivity, this is what Yahushua said that was going to happen to Judah. I'm looking at that. And we went to the four corners of the earth. That's what the scripture says. So now, and then at the same time, when the Most High said, I'm going to gather my people back together and back in their land, that's what I'm looking at. Now, granted, the same brothers and sisters that's saying that this is a holy place already, I'm going to say this. And because some are up under the assumption that the 10 tribe was here. Okay. Like I said, I stay away from arguments because, one, scripturally speaking, show me scriptures to prove that this place that we were taken from another place came here on ships. That ship named Jesus. Show me. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But like I said, I stay away from those type of conversations. I ain't gonna say conversations, but when you get into an argument and all that, no, brothers, no, look here. We got to struggle. And whatever your belief is, I don't care what you're talking, you still go battle with the devil. Either we can fight together against the devil, or you go part ways. This is not that time. What we want to be finding ourselves going back and forth with brothers and sisters over some. Oh man, no. This is about survival and being obedient and coming out of Babylon. And at the same time, you're coming out of then. You're saying this place is the holy place, but you're coming out of something, a system. You're coming out of a system. Shalom, Sister Anita Williams. I'm glad you came in, sis. If you're reading, I'm trying to figure out if you're reading the Bible, how do you come? Brother Robert, I don't know. I mean, I'm like what you're saying. If you're reading the scriptures, you got to ask yourself, how do you come to that conclusion? You got to, because at the same time, brothers, this stuff was already it's been laid in place to maneuver, to manipulate this awakening. Well, you didn't think that the devil knew that this awakening was going to happen? I'm quite sure he knew. Shalom, shalom, according to Yah 7. I'm quite sure he knew. He's prepping. He knew I need to get these Negroes accustomed to my system. It'll be difficult, even if I'm not around. And if they're in the wilderness, I'm going to leave my residue with him. He's hell bent on what? Destruction of Israel. That's what he's on. But the Most High is saying, come out of her, my people. We, Israel, been yelling that since we woke up. That's what we've been yelling. We've been yelling, wake up, make changes, drink the cup of Torah. Be about that Torah lifestyle. Preach on it. Know it. Those laws are not done away with. There was one individual that messaged me and asked me, do you read the Bible? Jesus said he is the law, and he done away with the law. But when the Most High said the devil has misled the entire inhabited earth, I mean, good night. You can have stuff there, black and white. And then, like I said, Yahushua said, think not that I came to destroy the law. Simple, understandable. But I'm going to tell you, the devil knew he had to put a trench in the people's head in order for them to you can see it, hear it, but don't believe it. That's what he did. And that's the thing that causes that argument. He put a spirit of hate, violence, talking or coming to a conclusion scripturally. He knew this time was going to come. He knew it. But now going back to Yahushua, what he did in 40 days, 40 nights, was totally different to what Israel did in 40 years. They kept on disobeying the Most High. If you notice, Yahushua, and this is like a warning for us, because we're gonna go through it. And brothers, and truthfully, I seriously believe we're going through a wilderness right now. Now, I do know the Most High said he's going to take us from here and place us in our own land and go through a wilderness. And some believe there's going to be a 3.5 year cleansing. All righty. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I mean, that's just something that you really truthfully meditate on and search out the scriptures to make sure everything lines up scripturally from Father Yah. So, Yahushua and the devil waited till Yahushua felt hungry. He waited till he got hungry. Now, granted, yeah, he may have his stomach was growling, but now when he really got hungry, that's when he really kicked in. Now, Yahushua, he's in human form now. He's flesh and blood. Sugar levels going low? Yeah, I'm quite sure. But it came in on him. I mean, he came in. He's weak. I gotta get this. I gotta get this man to worship me. If I can get this man to worship me, oh man, good man. I got up under the skin of the Most High. And that's what the devil was trying to do. But going into it, Yahushua had his mind shifted on a spiritual level. He had his heart set on a spiritual level. The Most High created the flesh. The spirit dominates. The flesh don't tell you what to do. You tell the flesh what to do. That's the spirit in you. That's what Yahushua went by. Yeah, he He got the devil hemmed up. That's what he did. Until the devil got on his last nerve. Yeah, he got on his last nerve. He did. He said, I will give you all of this. If you just fall down and do an act of worship, you ain't got to do 10 times. Not even 5, not even 2. He said 1 time. I just need for you to do an act of worship. And all of these nations, this country, this world will be yours. Oh, boy. This is what he posed to Yahushua. Spiritually speaking, Yahushua knew the heavens and the earth belongs to the Most High. Who are you to give something away when your days are already numbered? He got on Yahushua's last nerve until it got to a point. He said, man, you leave me. Oh, that's when the power kicked in. Not one word uttered after that when he said, leave me. And the devil left him. That's when the angels came by and started ministering to him. But on the other hand, our forefathers, there was in the 40 years, instead of relying upon the Most High, whom they seen his powerful hand at work. They seen it. They seen his powerful hand at work. And yet they kept on unbelieving, dipping and dabbling over here, going over here to false gods for 40 years. We hungry. We tired of manna. Brothers, all of this is a warning for us. That's all it is. Now, if you are a person who's believing in this greater exodus, this is that moment where you got to hate the system. You got to hate it. Because if you love this system, you're going to die with the system. You did a song. You want to get what you represent. If you're representing this system, you're going to get what you put into it. You're going to get it out, whether it's good or bad. If you don't like the system, you're representing the Most High, and you're going to receive a reward for that. Off the top, you know, you got these people that tell me they full of pride with that rainbow color. Yeah, represent it. You know what the representation is, what's going to happen with that. This is that cleansing moment. This is what the Most High is saying to us and those who want to graft themselves into it. They are under the same mandate. This is where we are at. The days are going to come, brothers. And the days are going to get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter for Israel. Now, listen to me when I say this. When I say brighter and brighter, it's going to be clear and present of what's happening. It's going to get more blatantly understandable. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to see a darker system. You're going to see a darker system off the top. You're going to see it. The system is going to get, well, let me put it this way, brothers. You got a nation who may be feeling themselves right now because they felt, hey, we done dominated these people. Hey, let's take this further. Yeah, we started forking them. They losing air. Yeah, it's going to heat up, brothers. But we're not trying to feed into that. That's not our problem. That is not our fight. That's one thing it's not. Because now, and let's go lead back to what you saying, Brother Robert, about the brothers and sisters talking about this place is the promised land. We're about to realize that. We are about to realize what this land is truthfully about. Now and then, that's when, now, if you want to talk about if this is the way the Most High can wake his people up, that will be one way. That will be one way to let those believers no, this place is not the place. It's the place for destruction, but not for no promised land. Because now, what? They're making threats. What was it? The last time I heard there was talking about somewhere up in California, the Iranians wanted to hit. Brothers, if they keep on hearing from the news how the United States lost that war, whatever, it's almost a given. Nations are going to feel themselves. Nations are going to say, hey, we got them like this. We might go ahead. We might want to take this to the bridge. But the scriptures do say in 1 hour, Babylon will be destroyed. And anybody that studied scriptures know that, hey, this place is considered Babylon. Now, mind you, and I'm talking outside of us, Israel, you got nations that preach that this place is called Babylon. They have shown themselves, scripturally speaking. And if you're talking about the book of Revelation, the beast system, everything, it points well right here. Right here is where you thinking this will be a holy land with all of this demonic influences going on. Man, please. No. Now, that's one side of the devil and his system. Yes, like I said, brothers, we woke up with a vengeance. We swam in all of that. We did it. The Most High said, dry bones rise. We rose up and realized, hey, we're the people. Then the more we studied, got into the scriptures, the Torah, and we started to understand, we have more strength than the devil. Oh, what that mindset got the devil got him on a whole nother level, because he understands that now. When Yahushua came into his authority, when the devil got on his nerve, he told him, yep, that's what he did. When Yahushua came into his powers, brothers, it was in the wilderness. And from there, he went on a campaign for 3 years. He went on a campaign. And got his disciples, gave them the same authority over wicked spirits. And you woke up, Judah. We already was upset. What do the world call a black man? An angry black man. We woke up and then we like, why would they lie to us like this? Why? This is Satan's system. This is the reason why. But yet and still, we were still upset. Well, we still got a little, we got a little set apart anger. We do. We have some set apart anger. But it's him and the devil up. Because Judah is responsible for waking up the other brothers and sisters. McCord, shalom, shalom. I'm glad you came in. That's what we have. And now it's happening. Now, when I was saying to you, brothers, the demon activity, it has always been hard in Africa. It has always been hard in Africa. Brothers, there's this thing they have there. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about some fearful people? Yeah, it's going to be our brothers and sisters in Africa. The devil, he just pouncing all over the place. Yeah, I can understand now when brothers and sisters try their best to mobilize themselves together to go to Africa to do business, to live and things of that nature as an organization. The devil comes right in, he tears it down. He goes in, he ravages it because he understands who you are. He knows you got that scepter. Yes, he knows exactly who you are, and he understands the authority that you wield. It's so, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Just recently, a sister called, and she was explaining. She was told by the police to come and view some bodies. And I was like, view some bodies for what? Well, in this particular location, family, if their money is so bad, they would take their daughters to this witch doctor, and that little demonic person will pay them so much money for their daughter, because she has a niece that's missing. So she went with the police to view these three little young sisters. When I say young, they were 18 to 16. It's three of them. And brothers, what these people did to those three young girls, Judah, I know if you had a scepter in your hand, you would backhand the devil. You'd be like, are you joking me? It's like that, but that fear kicks in because they don't want to be nowhere around it. The people. I mean, when they talk about, oh no, they move on about their business because they don't want no parts of it. That fear kicks in. But one sister, they took her eyes out. The other one, it seemed like they just did a spell on her. It seemed that she didn't have no bodily injuries. But the other one, brother, that was some. I ain't gonna even tell you what they did on that one, on that little sister. And she said, the sister said, Mike, I just wish I never seen it, because it's like it was seared into her head to see something like that. The demon activity, yes, is very strong in Africa. It has always been strong. Why? Because he knew who those people in that land, who they belonged to. Sister Cynthia, I mean, if we can come up with another word, just plain evil, it got to be something deeper than that. But they use fear. They use fear. And if you're talking about, and the sad thing about it, when it comes to that, especially when it comes to TV, they have these little 10-minute, 15-minute YouTube TV, but it always dabbling into that spiritual side. And they laughing like it's funny, but not understanding. You let a demon inside your house, and he's going to sit there dormant until it's the right time for him to unleash whatever havoc he needs to unleash. Because he understands. Eventually, these people are going to wake up, but they're going to have a battle, because trust and believe, you ain't going to leave the devil without a battle, because the devil understands He gonna have to fight to get up out of here. The devil he's not just trying to let you go. If he let you go, he's hemmed up. The devil is absolutely hemmed up. But if you think that the devil is going to sit, these principalities are going to sit and allow brothers, like I said, when the Most High talking about gathering his people back together and put them back in their land, that is a blow to the devil. You're talking about all of Judah and the four corners of the earth, and you putting them back in their land. And Judah woke up, and especially you Western Negroes, the ones the world said always has an attitude. Yeah, we got an attitude for a legitimate reason. We have an attitude for a legitimate reason. Because now the Most High said, I could tell these people go here and do this. They're going to do it. They didn't dance in the devil. They didn't dance in the middle of the street with the devil. And they don't play with him. And the devil, yeah, he knows. They have the spirit of authority and they got a scepter. Somebody will get slapped around the head with it. Yes, he should be upset. Yes, he should. What was it? Revelation saying he went off angry because he has a short period of time. Yes. You woke up, Judah. Oh man, this is it. Now we may be sitting right here thinking that, hey, I can't fight no devil. Don't play yourself short. But let me say this now. Let me say this. We don't go in disrespecting no one. We do things according to whose will? Yah's will. That strength is not flesh and blood strength. That's Yah's strength. That's the thing we maintain. That's what we maintain. And this is what the devil do not want you to understand nor believe in. What was that? Yahushua said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain be uplifted and cast into the ocean. It will happen. But we look at, oh man, please. And that's what we do. But if he says that, bro, but if he said that, believe it. And the more you believe, the stronger you're going to become. Because when you don't believe what you're truthfully doing, you're cutting the hands of the Most Highs off. If he said you can do these things, it can be done. If he's, when he says the leaves are for the caring of the nation, the leaves are for the, I don't care what he talks about. The Most High knows exactly what it takes to, hey, it can grow back. As long as you believe. As long as you can believe. The more you believe in the Most High, if you believe that there is nothing that he cannot do except lie, you got life strobing all through your body. That's what you have. And the more you believe that, brothers, your words will be so strong, and it is absolutely unbelievable. A sickness cannot even live in your body when you believe. You do everything in your power. I don't eat this pork. I don't eat this here. I don't eat that there. And you don't have a disease in your body because you believe more in the Most High. That's that faith that the Most High wants his people, for us to live within. He always wanted that for us. But the Most High let the course of our forefathers run its course, and it ran it. I mean, what the Most High told Solomon, he warned Solomon. Solomon was saying, man, who was able to deal with these difficult people? He was talking about us. He was talking about us, brothers. Yes, he was. He was. Whoo, good night. He was talking about us. Who was able to contend with these difficult people? And he asked the Most High for wisdom. And the Most High said, you know what, I'm going to give you more than wisdom. The fact you didn't ask for long life and riches and things, I'm going to give that as a perk. You asked for wisdom. What the Most High turned around and was doing with it, in actuality, what he was saying was this. My people may be difficult, but I love these people. They may get on your last nerve, but I love these people. I love. Now they go, yeah, I may have to take some of them out, but I love them and I hate to do it. But I got my name is at jeopardy. But then, along with all of that, the Most High tell Solomon, yeah, I know you just like your daddy. Solomon, you are just like your daddy. But you like these foreign women. You like exotic women. Don't do a marriage arrangement with them. Because all they're going to do is shift your mind, your worship, your loyalty from me. That's what the Most High told Solomon. Shalom, shalom, Sister Melody. I'm glad you came in, sis. The Most High, he knows his people. He knew what can be detrimental to Solomon. But what did Solomon do? As time went on, what did he do? He started dibbling and dabbling. Yes, he did. Now, when he started marrying no women, no, he did not move away from the Most High. He didn't. He did not. But the scriptures do say, oh, when he started to get up in age, oh boy, they started working that lad. They started working his Asian nerves. That's what happened. And he proved unfaithful to the Most High. Faith, hope, and love, Corinthians 13, shalom, shalom. That's what he did. What the Most High warned him about ended up being his downfall. That's what the Most High said to Solomon. The Most High knows, like I said, brothers, he knows his people. He knows you. He knows Brother Dave. He knows Brother Robert. He knows faith, hope, and love. Corinthians 13, Sister Melody. He knows exactly who you are and how you get down. And at the same time, he has a loyal love for his people. That's what he has. Somebody cross us, brothers and sisters, you be like, you be ready to write them off. Now you going about your business. You know, I can't get down with a person like you. You move on about your business. And the person could have been wrong. Oh, I ain't gonna say could. Let's just say hypothetically speaking, the person is wrong. The Most High, let's just go back to Cain. Brothers, I was reading that. I mean, good night. The way Cain came off, and the Most High said, where's your brother? My brother's keeper. That sounded like a man was getting smart with the Most High. I was like, that's the what? You know what you done done? And you go get smart with the Most High? And then on top of that, when he received his judgment, why so harsh of a judgment? You just killed your brother. But if people see me, they go, Most High, all right, he put a protection on. He said, I'm going to put this mark on. Anybody that touches you, they're going to get dealt with me. Brothers, when the Most High said, come out of Babylon, trust and believe, he has a desire not to destroy nobody. Not Israel, please, that's the last thing he's trying to do. So what he do? He puts it back in your hand. That's what the Most High did. You do these things here, you will live. If you're done with it, if you do not do it, trust and believe, you're going to die. Because when you die, you choosing Satan. He is the author of death. The Most High is the what? He's life. You do what you're supposed to do for the Most High, you live. So when you fade away towards darkness, you're going straight to the devil. There's something that you like and loving about the devil. This is the reason why the Most High said, choose life and live. It's the fact that it's not that because churches teaches this. Oh, churches are notorious for this lie. Churches, religion, you name it, they are notorious for this lie. All Israel couldn't stick to the law because the laws was too strict for Israel. No man could live by the law. Jehovah's Witnesses teaches that, as well as Baptists and all of them teach that bold-faced lie. But then you go into the scripture, you go up and find out John the Baptist's parents, the Most High said it was perfect with the law. It was what individuals chose not to do. That's what that was. But churches ain't gonna tell you that. They will see that churches are good for lying. Experts will lie. They know how to break down the syllables of a lie. Break it down and make it sound like it is absolutely, ingeniously holy, but yet it still is a lie. But now the devil is getting hemmed up. You woke up, Judah. You woke up. This Exodus is going to absolutely hem him up in the land. It's you, Judah. Who was that? The Most High told, who was that? Samuel. He told him to go in there and to eradicate a nation. He didn't do it. That's how he lost his kingship. That's how he lost his kingship. David got it, his kingship at the age of 13, if I'm not mistaken. At the age of 13, he got that kingship, not sitting on the throne because he was in. King David was on the run. His own family was out to take off his own head. And I ain't talking about his brother, I'm talking about Samuel. That's what he was trying to do. He was jealous. Instead of him humbling himself to the Most High and apologizing for his unfaithfulness, he went on a rant trying to take David's head off. David, for the respect of the Most High, considered this, his brother, as an anointed, as a chosen one. Now, and so he lived his life according to that. He kept on, man, look at you trying to kill me. I had so many times I could have took you out. But you keep on coming after me. David was living in caves now. He was on the run. Had to watch his back. But it wasn't the nations who were looking for him. It was another Israelite out of jealousy. I'm sorry, Saul. Some tell me, but I'm saying Samuel, Saul. Thanks a lot. Who is it? Dwayne, brother Dwayne. Shalom. But that's the thing. And so, brothers, and we may be in that position. You may be a person, brother or sister in position, and you just might make a mistake with the Most High said, no, for your mistake, you got to step down. Now, it all depends on how you step down. Now, if you want to step down angry and upset because of something that you did, but when you step down, you understand the mistake you made, You appeal to the judge, the Most High. You take your discipline, respect the order that he put in place. If he put somebody else in place of you, I was reading a comment. You take the person who's replacing you. You take that. Hey, I want to support this person. This is the person that the Most High chose. Because, hey, brothers, trust and believe. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going into a wilderness. You will have brothers and sisters in position. Some gonna do something that's gonna upset the Most High. Hey, have your mind set on, hey, if I make that mistake, I'm gonna go own up to the mistake, and I'm going to support the person that the Most High put in place so that I keep living. That's what the Most High look for. Because now you may have lost a position. Who's going to stop the Most High from putting you back into another position? No one, nothing but your obedience and your repentance. That's what's going to put you back there. That's what the Most High is going to look at. Right here looking for your brother, talking about chopping off his head. You're right, brother Dwayne. To Cynthia. And so he regretted for cutting off a piece of his material. I mean, I saw David. There's so much in our book, that we can take as a warning example now and into the future. We know what our forefathers did. They got on the Most High last nerve. That's what they did. In the wilderness, yes, they got on his nerve. They did. They pushed. They. I mean, when Moses has to speak up and say, "Hold up, please be patient with your people." Most I look at, I will make a nation out of you, Moses. Step back and let me go ahead and do away with these people. Boy, can you imagine what was these Israelites doing that they got on the Most High's nerve that bad? But the thing I had to sit back and ponder, we gonna be in that same position. We gonna be in that same position. The only thing that's going to be different is this. You will have a law that you can abide by and live by. If you choose to live by these laws, you live. You dibble, you dabble away from it, I trust and believe, you're going to start dying. Period. The Most High is not playing with it. He wants you to choose life. Yes. And for us, with this captivity, the Most High said, come out of Babylon. This greater exodus, although it's not in the Bible, the greater exodus, but the premise is, it's about to happen. Now you're about to see a strength of a people that's wielding a scepter, that's going to a land that's full of demon activity, full of it. And if you want to talk about our people, that's brothers. But when you have a people in fear and not knowing who they are, we did that already, brothers. I kid you not. We did it. We did it. I'm gonna say this. If I go back to, let's go back to not the grandparents, the great grandparents should be like in their 90s. If my grandmother was living, yeah, she'd be near 100. And she was talking about some things that they used to do that was demonic. Then she woke up and became a Christian. Well, You know, we can take that with a grain of salt, brothers. I tell you, I don't know. There was some things that were practiced that was, you know, it was demonic, but yet and still, they were still in captivity. That's us. They was doing things, brothers, I kid you not. Please. But now, you have, or the demons, because when you talk about, I know back in the days when we was not woke, a black person knew about the Ouija board. We didn't play with that nonsense. We didn't even play with demons like that back in the days. We didn't. And if you did play with the demons, you didn't know what you was playing with. Because we didn't get down that way. If we seen something, a movie that was getting into some stuff, oh no, bro, I don't get down. And you may not have been a church-going person, but there was a spirit inside of you that would not allow you to get to entertain yourself with that. It took these last days to bring Israel out into the limelight. That's what it did. It took Israel to get into entertainment, TV, movies, music, to get in with demonic activities. That's what it took. You think I'm joking? Look at it. Look at it. The Now Family shows, brothers. What is it, BET Plus? Look at it. Oh, I ain't gonna say look at it. I'm not gonna encourage you. What? They have so much cursing going on there. This is a family show. And then at the same time, we'll turn back around. Wait a minute, hold on. Ain't that something? I didn't sit up here and broke this thing. Oh, there you go. And go to church. One episode of this so-called family show, the grandmother came out and said to, let me see, how can I put this? Oh boy. And they made it so complicated because it was just a clip. The grandmother was trying to explain who she really was. And the grandmother gonna say, I'm your father. This is a family show. And he looks like, what? Now, the sister to the brother, who's the grandmother, spoke up, said, we so-and-so, and they just going back and forth cursing up a storm. This is the family show now. This is what Israel got itself into right now, right as we speak. Calling sisters B's and H's, hemmed us up. The family, we talking about the family shows, so-called family shows. Music, they saying the same thing, brothers. They calling sisters B's and H's, and all they got a different beat. Then they talking about how they go take a nigga out. Then they talk about how bad they are, good for bad. That's a curse. The Most High said, curse those that talk about, reversing good for bad, bad for good. Who did that happen to? And still it's happening. We got into the entertainment world. We slowly got into it. The Satan made it like, hey, it's a privilege that you are in this. Because if you go back into the black and white times, when I'm black and white TV, when who was that? What's that sister's name? She played a maid in it. Well, she always played a maid. Matter of fact, I forgot her name. But anyway, she gave a speech, and she was like the first Negro actor or something. But it was a privilege, and that's what the devil did. He made things so hard until if they open up a crack of the door, I don't care if you're 350 pounds, you go suck it in and get through that door. And that's what we did. Sucked in that gut, squeezed through that door. Boop. I mean, you're the first Negro to so-and-so this. Now here come history, or so-called history. And so now the devil is slick. He's smooth. Make it difficult for them to come in, because when I open up that door, they go come in droves. Did we not come in droves, brothers? They taking and using the word culture, brothers, especially when it comes to music, talking about our culture. That culture is laced with demonism. That's what it's laced with. They said we came a long ways. No, you haven't came a long ways. The devil opened up the door and we went right in with it. Open up the door, we boom. The 90s all on were just slinging their money around and things of that nature, like this is the life. No one's gonna wear. They were sad. Did things they never thought they would do. Yeah. And at the same time, the Most High is seeing all of this. He's seeing all of it. Now, you thinking that these rappers don't know what they have in their music? I forgot the girl's name. She's a rapper, and she was doing a live, like on TikTok or something, and she was playing this song, very lewd song. But her daughter walked in. Oh, she ran off that live and grabbed her daughter's ears, so she didn't want her daughter to hear it, but she'll sing it and put it in somebody else's house for their kids to hear it. This is the rappers. This is the rappers now, brothers. No, I mean, I don't know. Octavia Spencer, excuse me. The help, I don't know, brother. It could have been it, because like I was saying, I was looking at a clip. Yeah, we are in that time, brother. We are in that time, Brother Robert. Period. Off the top. This is us. And when I say you have to be mindful of what you speak out, brothers. I was doing a site. You know what? Sister Melody, I think you may be right. But going back, I was doing the site. Man, it was this White House. This thing was so big. Whew. This place was so big. It wasn't. I just got. Whew. You would just get tired from walking from one end to the other. So, but what had happened was this. Wait a minute. Hold on. You know, Sister Melody, you're right. That was Cardi B. That's who it was. She did that. But the thing about it is this: when it comes to the industry, it's full of demonism. It's full of demonism. It is. And the devil is showing himself more and more and more. He knew who to bring in this time of the end. He knew exactly who to bring in. It was a struggle. All of when you go back and you look at these movies like The Temptations and all that, you see their struggles. You see what the stuff they had to go through. And you know, truthfully, brothers, if you look at any Black entertainer or group, they always had drama. All of them. The Temptations, whoever. But you didn't too much hear about the white groups having their issues. Their stuff was like private. One was battling drugs. It was private. And then when they got up in age, that's when they, they'll talk about it then. But they ain't gonna talk about it now. But if you black or you Israel, they gonna bring that out. They gonna bring it out. And then you buck up against the system. What? You just might get yourself hemmed up, because the system is set up to keep you. Hey, you may have money, but the industry is saying, nigga, you still in captivity. You want to sing what I asked you to sing. You're going to do what I asked you to do. If you don't, you just might get hemmed up. That's the industry. And do it take a person to tell you what they can do? We've seen what they can do. Let me tell you something. And I can believe that. Now, and don't get me wrong, brothers. And like I said, this is prep time. This is for us to start cleaning ourselves. And I tell you, brothers, we got hemmed up. We did. We got hemmed up from our own. From our own, we got hemmed up. Because that right there, I was up under the assumption that this guy was bringing black families together and things of that nature. That's what I was thinking. Had black people laughing, had black couples, checking themselves, man and woman. But then, oh man, good night. It went in like this, brothers. It was drawing us together, and then it started to get lewd. Then there started to be a color barrier. The one that was always doing low down dirty things was that dark-skinned man. The one who came in like saving the day was a light-skinned man. Yeah, I stopped, brothers. Look, I didn't talk about it. I just watched it. I just looked at it. So why is it got to be a light-skinned guy? And then the guy, he always got to be sexy. They got to have that baby. Oh, yeah, I say baby oil. Or, yeah, grease or whatever. This is what the shows, this is what they put out now. But when you stand back and you go back and you look at, you see all these things, you see how it started and where it's at right now. That's what you look at. This is what we're seeing. This is what the Most High is saying. Clean it up. That's what he's saying. This is that cleansing time, brothers. And I'm talking about, because truthfully, we are people who gravitate to us. We gravitate to us. Now we seeing a white boy that moving like he black and he, got a little swag. Yeah, we may give him a little bit of time or whatever. But us, we gravitate back to us. And the devil knew this. The devil knew we gravitate back to us. 70s, 80s, Gap Band, who else? All the sing. Oh, please. Back in those days, they had the music awards. But when they started talking about who won the country and so and so, oh, please, we went to bed. That's what we did. It was not something that we was like, nah. But country, what did country do? Country had to bring in, they had to slip into what? And I'm going to tell you what country did. Country had to lace themselves with a little blackness. They knew they had to get a little swag. They had to move or sing somewhat like a Negro. You can be country all you want, but you gotta bring R&B into it. And see now, Brother Robert, and that's what it's about. It's still captivity. And see, that's the thing they're not understanding. They got the money, but then trust and believe. When you're thinking you're having those parties, they got cameras in their homes. You know, you go in there and you have all these A-listers in how they having a little breakout party or album release or whatever. Yeah, you go there and you think you go do some drugs. They taking pictures. And for the ones who's taking pictures and holding on to pictures, those are the ones who go say, I'm going to hem you up if you don't do this here. I'm going to destroy your life if you don't do this here. It's a demonic setup, brothers. It is demonic. What was the show? Not Beverly Hills Cop. The one Will Smith, not Will Smith, but the new one. That's just thugged out. Think about it, brothers. The devil is truthfully, and I'm telling you, as right now to this very time, is dirtying up more of Israel. It's like he's trying to make it impossible to take the stain of Babylon off of Israel. And he's hoping that he's doing it by means of TV. Because what I put on the TV, it goes out in the broadcast. Brothers, this is that cleansing moment. If you want to talk about a prep, this is prepping yourself, your soul. It's like you got to sit there and say, you know, I'm not even gonna watch this nonsense. You know what it's leading to. And don't get me wrong, we can make anybody laugh. We can sit there and have nothing but black people, and we just look at some old stuff, we just laugh. But now the devil took it and made it lewd. That's what he did. He knows exactly what he's doing. And it is absolutely against you that he's hoping that the Most High looks upon you. This person ain't trying to make no changes. Brothers, I tell you, when the Most High said, come out of Babylon, brothers, they got dirt on everybody. It's Hollywood. What? The only one they couldn't have dirt up on, the only one thus far they could not do anything to, and I'm going to tell you who he was. Prince. They couldn't touch Prince. Everybody knew, man, Prince is freaky. What you going to do? Can we find anything? They couldn't do it. They couldn't find no type of child case against him. They can't say, oh, he dressed like a woman. And we've been knowing that since what? Since he came out. He sat on, what is it? I think it was his first album. I was a child. But he's sitting on a white horse, butt naked. What? You know this man, you can't use that against him. MJ, yeah, buddy. They had to do something on him. They did. They orchestrated it. It would appear that they orchestrated a lie. Because let me tell you something, brothers. When Prince got up on the music, got on the stage, and he said this, he said it's too many of us. It's too many of us to be working for them. We are the industry. He said those words, brothers. Yeah, he got their attention. And that's when he went into the lawsuit over his name. That's when he got into the symbol and things of that nature until he won back his name. But this is the industry. And Satan knew exactly how to make things so hard for us. So when that door opened up, we was falling over one another just to get in, just to get famous. And now, the Most High is saying, clean it up. That's what he's asking us to clean it up. I mean, what? Now they bringing out cases. Well, I ain't gonna say bringing out. If you go do something against the industry, they go bring up some dirt on you. They go bring something up on you. And brothers and sisters, let's not even get it twisted. The same thing is going to happen to us. The same thing is going to happen to us, and I'm talking about individually. The devil is going to maneuver the situation, and I don't care what your life is about. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you got any dirt, brother, if you went into a porn site, the devil will try his best to embarrass you. I'm going to tell you this. We all did some dumb and crazy things, and I don't care if it was yesterday. Don't you give up. The devil is going to try his best to knock you down. This right here, truthfully, the devil knows the entertainment world is getting hit with scandals and this here, that there, and things of that nature. So eventually it's going to get to the people, because people tend to, everybody's on the media trying to find out what's going on in somebody else's life. If it happens, this is just if, brothers. If it happens that way, that AI really gets into it and gets into your business, don't you give up. You keep it moving. You keep it moving because the devil is hell bent on destroying you and your relationship with the Most High. Who is that? My cousin told me this. She told me she was she was something she was doing. I'm like, what? And she said, I'm a work in progress. God is still working with me. I said, well, I mean, I couldn't argue with that. And I was like, well, girl, please. I mean, I just laughed at her, and things of that nature. But that's just my encouragement. The devil will do any and everything to break your will, your spirit, to make you feel lower than dirt. That's what he's going to do. Whatever he got to bring out, brothers and sisters, he's going to do it. You saw what? The Epsteins and the stuff they was doing. But when it's all over said and done, it's a distraction. That's what it is. It is an absolute distraction that he's practicing, that he's maneuvering to break your will from the Most High. The Most High knows exactly what you're going through, what you went through, what your battles are. He knows it. The devil just wants to, capitalize on it. Let the world know. Let the world look at it. Brothers, when I tell you, when the Most High said don't judge your brothers, he mean don't judge your brothers. But the devil, what do? He going to use judgment against you. The world is full of judgment, judgmentality. I mean, what? TikTok, YouTube, they want to find out what's going on in your life. Oh, you did that? Oh, that's so nasty. Oh, she did this, she did that. She twerking. And it's all Israel. Look at these feed, brother. Look at your feed. Sisters, look at your feed on these media channels. Who is the people that's always out there? Sexualized, overly sexualized. Raise your hand, Israel. That's what they got out there. Us. And I'm talking about on every level. That's what they got out there. That's what the devil got out there. That's what the devil had. He has us entertaining the world just by standing there. When that Russian guy was talking about what he was doing in Africa, he got a lot of brothers upset, sisters too. But this is what the system is accustomed to. This is what I tell you. Oh, yes. Oh, this is cleansing moment. Sports, Brother Robert, let me tell you something. It is, truthfully, it is. It's all about positioning and things of that nature. Still captivity. It's still captivity. It is still captivity. That's what it is. I mean, when those doors open up for Negroes to come and play basketball, it was the same thing happened. We was stumbling over one another to get in. Brother standing behind the little micro team brought him in because he crying, of course. He's crying, of course. He got money coming in now. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy for any brother. I mean, but this is what the devil has done. He kept us so broke to the time there's an opportunity for money to come in, we happy. But trust me, there are some stipulations to that money. There is stipulations to that money. Your money can grow if you go get a bunny. You got to get a bunny. You go. And now, if you cross that bunny, we go mess with your money. And you seen football player, basketball players, things to one of those bunnies, and they got themselves. That brother that played one brother, he got into it with his white girlfriend. Shoot, I don't know if he still acting or not. But that's what they do. Now, this message of cleaning it up for Israel go global, I don't know. But I hope and by the strength of the Most High that it does. That we as a people, whether we're in Hollywood or we're a blue collar worker, you clean it up. And we clean it up. You're right, Brother Robert. All money, not good money. I said that, brother. And on top of that, Brother Robert, you got to hate money in order to make money. You got to hate money to make money. You got to know when to give it up, when to pay it out. That's what you got to do with it. But when you loving money, hoarding money, man, please, you know for a fact you owe people, and you got money that you can pay them back and some. Still hold on to that money. Then you upset when you got to pay money out. That's a problem. But this is what the devil has done. He has dangled the purse over our heads for a very long time. And brother, you were talking about dangling. Let me tell you something. It's very bad when a wife in Africa will sell herself just to get some money to feed her family. Why do you think these foreigners are over there? They know it. Chinese. Oh, that's Chinese. Oh, that Chinese. Oh, that little short joker. Boy, he had a certain fire up under me, but I'm glad the brothers got a hold of him. Yeah, he was over there doing this. Brothers, the Gentiles are all over there just. They gave off this godlike image to our brothers and sisters over there because, hey, what? They dangling the purse over their head. I went to the restaurant one time and I talked to this brother. I mean, he was talking about he has a family of 4. He worked full time. He makes $125 USD a month. That's what he made. So this time, one month, his phone will get turned off. But that's that dangling of the purse. See, the nations went over there and they colonized Africa. And then like these, the powers that be, they preach that Africa needs to stay poor in order for them to get rich. See, yeah, I hear you brothers and sisters in the background saying, nigga, please. Yeah. Brother, I wish I had the video. It's about, I think that video about 10 years old when he said, It is very important that Africa remains poor in order for us to get rich. A Gentile said that. Now, if we take into consideration what the Most High said, clean it up, prep yourself for his visitation. Because that visitation, brothers, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. He's coming for his people. The 400 years is done. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Now, the Most High knows what his people are in, been through. He knows the damaging effects of this captivity. This is the worst of Israel captivity of all captivity, scripturally speaking. This is the worst. Are you seeing this? You seen this video since Paddy? Yeah. This guy, and he was very adamant about it. It is absolutely necessary that we keep Africa poor. They understand. They understand. You 40 million, they say 40 million African Americans, they understand that strength of that 40 million. That 40 million can flip some money real quick. And now listen to me when I say this, brothers. That 40 million can flip money so quick. Where do they get that gift from? Now, they have that gift of flipping money. And at the same time, they have a scepter from the Most High. Yeah. The devil is looking up each and every last one of y'all heads. That's what he's doing. He understands what's on the horizon. That's what he understands. You got the power to move money like that. You don't need the nation. You got a nation to move money within your own country. To move it outside of the country, that's just extra money in your pocket. The devil understands that. I think it was, Brother Dave. I only watched about 5-10 minutes of it. Taking it personal. But that's what's going on. He understands. Brothers, we're talking about getting Judah, or not getting, the Most High putting Judah back on the land. But it's something about these Negroes that's able to move money the way they move money, and a strong determination that we maintain, especially with this awakening. They can't take no more. They're seeing us. They are literally seeing their system folding up on them. This is what they are literally seeing. And if you think they're seeing it, but not speaking about it, what do you think the other nations is looking at? They seeing something. Wait a minute, these people are weak. Yeah, gas went up. I think the cheapest here, I'm in Wisconsin now. It's $4 a gallon. $3.50 something, $3.59. Pennies up and down, whatever. Yeah. They will get bit. They are. But we are not the ones to be fighting into the fear, brothers. The only thing that we can do is just look at it. The Most High said it's going to happen, and we adjust to it. This is what we do. Brothers and sisters, we have a lot of distractions. We take in, got to break it down, and then we got to see, all right, Still got to make a living somehow. But then at the same time, whoo, good night, Sister Cynthia. Yeah, Peoria. Peoria is a small place at $4.59. Sister, look, let me tell you something. That's shoplifting material. Shucks. Ooh, man. But it's going to happen. These things are going to happen. You have heated nations. Nations. That has a great deal of animosity to this country. That's what you have. And like I said, when you talk about hell bent, they are hell bent on, hey, we got to destroy this here. We can't let we already got we slapped them across the head. He dizzy now. I boxed for 20 years. And when I hit somebody, when they dizzy, what? I went right in on them. It's when they dizzy, they can't regain. Then they fall down and lay on the ground. Whether it's arresting or they knocked out, that's the name of the game. So now you have a nation that is absolutely dizzy. They got hit with a blow. They didn't see all of this coming. Now they dizzy. You think that they're going to let you regain your composure and stand back up? No, this is one time they're going to have that gold tooth in their front mouth. With that gap in their mouth, that's when they go be a Mike Tyson. They go, they're gonna get themselves hemmed. They already got themselves hemmed up. But the sad thing about it, brothers, is this: we don't want to be complacent, getting up every day. All right, gotta punch the clock. We have to always be on the watch. Always be on our P's and Q's. We don't move like we used to move. We cannot move like we used to move. We got to always stay on point. That's what we got to do. You think the average black person worried about a civil war? No. The average black person is not worried about no civil war. You seeing the world on these media channels talking about, there's a major collapse coming and so and so. They all panicking already. It ain't even happened yet. You can just only imagine how they're going to react when it does really, truthfully hit the fan. You want to talk about the 2000s when the housing industry flipped and flopped? People was jumping out of windows. One brother, it was kind of embarrassing. It was one brother. He threw his whole family out the window. And when the brother told me it was a black guy, I was like, what? That was not like our MO. I said, was he born raised in the suburbs or something? He said, yeah. I said, oh, all right. I understood a little bit. But that's the thing that, they're not trying to have that life we experienced. They're not even trying to entertain that life. We were the experiment, the example the world was always equating us with: poverty, drugs, violence, low income. We is what they seen when they, and if they wanted to understand it, they just look at black people. And so when it comes to them going through that, the window is one, or a pew-pew is going to be their solution. Because they don't want to go, they do not want to go down the road we was destined to go down. and went down. That's what we set to the world, and the world don't want to see that. Now you're talking about World War III. Come on now, brothers. Who's fighting that war? Who's fighting that war? It shouldn't be us. That has nothing to do with us. Now, it seems there are going to be a whole lot of things going on at one time. Now, I can see this. I can see this happening. This is just me now. I can see a World War III getting started, and I can see a greater exodus happening all at the same time. But now, let me pose this to you. I'm going to pose this to you. Now, the world is busy fighting. We leaving. So now, and especially you Negroes here in the United States, and I got to call you out because it seems that our presence here is slowing things down. That's what it seems. So now, with this greater exodus, and now you're seeing these, and just say African Americans leaving. What do you think that's going to tell the nations? Oh, wait a minute. The African Americans are gone. They're gone. Not one drop. What do you think is going to happen? Truthfully. Now, you got some nations who already know who you are. Iran is one. They already know who you are. Russia, yeah, same thing. Matter of fact, Russia even got a song. I don't think I can say what they said in their song, but it was Death to a Nation. But then it was saying, but the Negroes haven't woke up yet. It's an old song. You got to do it in translation, though, but you read it, you'll see what they're saying. So now you take all of that into consideration, brothers. They know who you are, and you gone. What do you think is going to happen to this place some people call home? Somebody go get hemmed up. Somebody go think this is the time for us to lay that hammer down. This is a judgment of this. It will be a judgment of a nation. It's going to be a domino effect. It's going to be a domino effect. You're talking about a lot of dirt that nations has done to Yah's people. Now, out of all the hurt that I'm going to say African Americans been through, and with this awakening, now whatever brothers and sisters we have, you too, Sister Van P. Shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you came in. Wait a minute, hold on, Brother Robert. You said, wait a minute, Brother. Iran signed up 12 million men. Let me tell you, I'm gonna say this, Brother Robert. It don't need to be us. But unfortunately, they're spellbound. And you know what? Now they're starting to, and I said this is going to happen. They're making commercials, military commercials, for people to enlist. I knew this was going to happen now, but it's going to be more of us. That's going to be that poster child. They're gonna be black or brown. Trust and believe. The Gentile, they probably show one of them working on a computer or something with a camouflage suit on, sitting behind a computer typing in something. But no, let it be a gun. No, it's gonna be us holding a gun. No. And you know what? It's going to be a slaughter. Shalom, shalom, Sister Linda Cross. It's been a moment, sis. I'm glad you came in. It's going to be a slaughter. It is. This nonsense that they put out and things of that nature, they said what they wanted to say. They did what they wanted to do. Now they're getting themselves hemmed up. Went out here and found out something, and it was a rude awakening that they had to come to. That's what they did. Now, how they going to save face? I don't know. Will they? No, I don't see them saving face. I don't see a nation humbling itself. Oh, Brother Robert, they know they can't win. They know good and well they got themselves hemmed up. That's one thing they do know. But now, like I said, with all of this going on, because brothers, when I say Matthew chapter 24, I mean good night, brothers, please. We're smack right dead in the middle of it. But we need to make sure that, hey, we clean it up before that last verse of chapter 20, before that last verse. That's one thing we need to do. And be very on. We got to be on point. Brothers, I used to have I had this saying, but I was telling you I was working in this warehouse. This warehouse is real big. You had to walk all over the place because I was installing some stuff. But then I had this habit of saying, man, my dog's hurt. And I started to realize my feet are not dogs, which I already knew. But, we had that saying. That was one time this sister came into this restaurant. Me and my brother was sitting there. We was having some drinks and he's eating on some nachos. And I seen that sister feet. I said, good night. She got some gators on her. She has some long feet. But you know what the thing about it is this. I had to step back and check myself on words. That's what I had to do. I got to call it what it is. My feet hurt. Because those type of words, hey, the Most High said, if it's not in the course, you go find yourself getting cursed. So I got to be mindful of what I say. I know you brothers and sisters here, man. Let me just back up on some certain things. And I got to back up because I got to sit there and tell myself, hey, be careful what you say. It was some brothers I deal with, and they in conversation, he said, man, that cat over so-and-so. Yeah, that man, I seen that cat. Brother used to say cat back in the 70s. But that brother's not a cat. The cat is an unclean animal. But then we got into what? Dogs. We start, hey, what's a dog? You cursing your brother. But then, brothers took it to a whole nother man. The brothers went to a whole nother level, calling us as bees. The Most I said, clean that nonsense up. Do you think that with this Exodus, and especially when it's in motion, that brothers they're gonna have that freedom of speech? They're gonna get themselves hemmed up, and sisters as well. This is us now. This is us. When I say us, this is us. We can take a curse word and make like it's the most unthinkable curse word in the world. But then when you look at it, what? It's only by 10 curse words, 10, 12 at the most. When brothers get upset at one another, you be so-and-so, this, bruh, please. In movies, how do they depict us in movies? We're the most belligerent people. It's always they're going to have one, back in the late 90s, late 90s, 2000, black people, the black actor was the one who was doing the most. He was doing the most cursing. They had to do it, and then at the same time, you know what? The black person had to be the one that got, murdered. That hatred's still there, brothers. But at the same time, we cannot let that stuff affect us, that we take on that stuff. That's the problem. You know what now, Sister Melody? I'm going to tell you this, Sister Melody. I ran up on this sister. We were both waiting for the elevator. And I told her, and I asked her, I said, is a brother wrong, or a woman for that matter, if you see a little black baby, female baby girl, and for them to call and to say, hey, look at this is a future B? She said, yeah. I said, but I said this. That's what I said. How is it that we can say that wrong? That's wrong when you're doing that to a grown woman. Well, not even a grown woman. I mean, 13 or whatever. They learn this stuff at a young age because what? The parents are using it. The parents are using the words. It got so bad, brothers, and I'm saying brothers for a legitimate reason. We are the ones who are responsible for it. We called sisters B's and H's. So now it got so bad that our sisters are believing it. They called themselves B's. One lady, she had in the back of her truck, hashtag, but back in the early 2000s, it wasn't hashtag. It was what did they call it? We use that as number. That symbol was like numbers, and she was like number one. She had B written out on her window, and people and women would say, "I know for a fact I'm a bad B." This stuff, I mean, brothers, we call them B's and H's, and the sisters took it up. They took it up. They lived out what you called them. This is what black men did. This is what black men did. Now, the Most High is saying to you brothers, you got to fight to clean it up. You got to fight to clean it up. Because if you don't fight to clean it up, trust and believe, you got a judgment that's laying over your head. Now, I don't care if they rappers, singers, break dancers, jiggle. I don't care. You still got an obligation. You brought this about. I was doing some work in the store last week, and I happened now in this particular store. It was all us. That's all it was. Well, I may have one or two white person working there, but they was humming a song and rapping this. But it was talking same thing. This sister was a B, and everybody in the store, and it had everything, violence. The B's, the H's, all in this song. Where do you think the devil was at? He was right there in the middle of it. He was partying with them. The ones who were singing songs and rapping on was us, the sisters too, the young kids. The young kids. Now, since music is so much, what's the word? Out there, there's so many different rappers. It is unbelievable. But all of them saying the same thing. They know they need to talk about black women. They know they need to do that. Now, I'm going to show you how demonic it is. I'm going to show you how demonic it can get. You can call a white woman a B all you want. they're going to tell you it ain't going to sell. It's not. But now you put a little color to that. Oh, yeah, now you're talking about some money now. Oh, now you're talking about putting a couple of slugs in your a black man. Oh, yeah, you got some more money coming in. Now you got to give it a beat. And 9 times out of 10, when you got somebody talking about another black man, there's some anger. There's some murderous tendencies that's in that spellbound demonic song. Because it is exactly what it is. It's a spellbound demonic song. It's meant to make Israel upset, his brother, whom he don't know. Because if you notice, brothers, when these young kids, I ain't gonna even say young kids, these like 30-year-old and younger get upset, they go off the hinge of upset. And I'm gonna just give you the good. You all seen this. That one brother in Chicago, and that lady was ordering her food and everything. He said, "I swear to God, you say so and so, so and so. I'm a so and so, so." For real? And he stepped back and he slugged that sister. Yes, he did. He did. But then, for his wages of sin is death. For the wages of his sin is death. Death. That sister, little young boy, I think that they said he was 14 years old. Dropped him. He went on to glory. See now, brothers, this situation that we are in, and I'm saying we, whether you woke or not, we are in a situation because we are the ones who are being affected by it. We are the ones. The world is not getting affected. The world is not under law. We are. Brothers, sisters, it's a mindset. It is an absolute mindset that we got to break. Granted, we understand the spell bounds and everything. Brother, when I say spellbound, I'm doing work in this particular store, and it's always talking about the commercial, talking about if you're over the age of 50, you may be what's the word? Susceptible to what disease they said it is. Oh man, I forgot the name of the disease, but they said it may be it can be activated. It's the word activated that got my attention. I mean, what are you talking about? Somebody got a remote that can activate this particular disease, which I don't put past man. This is what brother, they're saying you probably in this thing, that this commercial they play every single day. And I seriously believe it's spellbound, because if you're hearing that and you working in this particular store and you're hearing the same thing, shingles, Sister Melody, now come on now. Come on now, Sister Melody. That's it. That's what they always talking about. And it may activate. This is not no Wonder Twins moment. But then these people are talking about it can activate. Oh, good. Maybe I must be going crazy. But I listened to it and I'm like, this is crazy. But is it part of the awakening that we start to realize that this world is built upon spells? When I look, brothers, when I listen to the music, I mean, now, you listen to it and I'm listening to the words. I'm like, wait a minute, this is what they was talking about? But this is what we have been around since captivity. And they've been planning this stuff. They've been planning this stuff. They know what it takes to move people from here to there. They know these things. Brothers, this is just my encouragement. Talk with brothers and sisters. I mean, we got to straighten it out. Hey, this is that cleansing, prepping time. The Most High is coming. He's coming. He is coming for his people. You too, Brother Robert. I'm about to get up out of here too. He is coming for his people. This greater exodus is going to happen. It's for you, brothers and sisters, that may be in tune with time. Now, listen to me when I say this before I get off. I'm not on Armageddon. Nobody knows the day. That's the only time the Most High said nobody knows that day nor hour. But he didn't say anything about the greater exodus. And this one particular brother I've been listening to, I've been trying to put his stuff together, but I'm telling you, the way this brother is putting numbers together, I mean, I did these numbers years ago. And I said, no, something may be happening, so and so. And it's just my thing, it's just me. But I don't talk about it because I'm not a numbers guy. I'm not. But something was just so blatant. But when this brother came out, and I was like, wait a minute, I was just talking about this brother. No, he laid it out from A to Z. He did. He laid it out from A to Z. The Most High said, after that 400 years, I'm going to judge the nation. Did he not judge the nation, brothers? What happened in 2019? He's coming. He's here. Brothers, let's continue to encourage one another. Up to spite. You are strong, and we need to maintain that mentally, spiritually, and physically. I mean, I'm not going to start. Well, now listen to me, now, brothers. I'm not saying go out here and start a fight with the devil. No, I'm not going to say that now. There's a measure of respect that you still have to have for him. But when it comes to the worship of the Most High and things of that, no. You put the devil in his place. You have that authority to do just that. But he's understanding that authority is going to be a whole lot heavier on him as time goes on. It's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier till he will not be able to control, to deal with it. When you say go, he gone. That's who you are. This is the reason why the Most High said, get out of Babylon. You can't get out of Babylon when the devil owns it and you liking it. You are subject to the devil. So now when you love in this system, you hemmed up with the system. Your God is the devil. You can't say you out of the system and think you go tell the devil what to do. The devil go, like, no, I'm pimping you, pimp. That's what the devil is going to say. But when you come out from the system, you have authority over the devil. Period. That's what you got a scepter. That's who you are, Israel. This is what the Most High is saying, what's in you already. This is what he's saying. Hold on to that. Don't cut the Most High's hands off. Believe everything he says. And the more you believe everything, and you believe there's nothing that the Most High can't do. If you say to a mountain, get up and move, it's gone. If you believe in the Most High, that mountain is gone. This is what he's saying to you, Israel. He's not saying it to the world. He's not saying it to the world. You are the representative of the Most High. That's who you are, Israel. This is the reason why we went through all of what we went through. You just ain't gonna come into the Most High and say, I'm gonna sit down at the seat with the Most High. No. He's up here. We way down here. You gotta fight the devil to get to where the Most High is. That's what you gotta do. The Most High took you out of all nations and put you in a position to be in his presence. You're the only nation on this planet, brothers, who has this gift. We had to be ripped apart. We had to be dumbbound in order to appreciate the position the Most High has put us in. Yeah, we got to go through some hoops, hurdles, and everything. This is what we got to go through. We got to go through that. Off the top, that's who you are, bloodbound. This is what the Most High is asking for us to do these things for him, because he's not going to lower his standards. He don't make no mistakes. Now, the world, please, the world's full of lies. You want to talk about a position, brothers? This is the position. It's not about money. Money is a joke when it comes to this position. It's a joke when who you are, where you come from, what's roving about in your blood. You are the money. You are the decision. The day is going to come when the Most High will tell you, hey, have a seat. Take your seat, because there's no end to your rule. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. We're living in some demonic times. We are living in some very demonic. Brothers and sisters, don't be scared of these demons. When they come upon you, you have the authority to tell them where to go. That's who you have, that authority. You hold on, you believe that. The Most High is not going to leave you hemmed up. That's one thing he's not going to do. The devil's going to give off some fearful things just to put fear in you. But trust and believe. The Most High did all of this for you. Woke up. He woke you up to show the devil your time of reigning has ended. You done threw out a whole lot of fear upon my people. Now he's about to choke upon all of that fear that he put up on. He's going to reap everything he put out upon Israel. And brothers and sisters, let's just start it from this day going back. That's a whole lot of fear. That is a whole lot of judgment that the devil brought upon himself. You brothers and sisters, be thankful. I mean, not thankful. Be safe out there. The system is what it is, and things are going to happen the way it's going to happen. We need to continue to stand firm, relying upon the Most High, knowing that our battle and our strength is not based upon flesh. It's based upon the Most High's strength. That's where we get it from. And the more we continue to say, hey, I got my strength from the Most High, and we know where it came from, brothers and sisters, trust and believe. The Most High is going to feel that. This is what he wanted from his people from the get-go, for us to trust him. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Until next time, I will say shalom.